Who were the ones making the money? The marketers, the producers. And that's not what you learn in school. You don't learn to be a producer in school. You don't learn to be a theater marketer in school. It is an industry thing. It is trade. It is business. You have to learn business.
Welcome back. In this video, we will be covering modules 5 to 7, concluding the corporate public relations training framework. Let's proceed.
We are still on the training module for framework for corporate public relations. Yesterday, you were able to cover, I think, module 3 and 4. Am I correct? So today we should be going to module 5. But let's just rehash some of the things we discussed under module 4 yesterday. We talked about the training content, which was very straightforward, following the objective of internal behavior. Our internal behavior, which must reflect external brand promises. We explain what external brand promises are and how our internal behavior will strengthen or weaken the external brand promises. Nobody comes to the office without having an expectation. Nobody picks his phone to call you without having an impression. Nobody chats you up on WhatsApp. Nobody goes on your social media page without having an impression, without having an expectation. So how does our internal behavior, how does it support that expectation, or how does it diminish from it? How does it enhance and deliver the expectation? And how? So we look at the key factors. We talk about respectful internal communication. That is amongst ourselves. We have to communicate respectfully. We have to communicate respectfully. We talk about chain of authority and reporting lines. You must understand the chain of authority in the organization, and now you report. Do not jump protocol. What should be reported to admin, don't bring it to the CEO. It's unnecessary. At any rate, you will be sent back. So why jumping protocol? And what you should handle amongst your colleagues, why are you taking it to admin? We have agreed that we are all our brother's keeper, and the essence is for us to make each other better. How do we also distinguish between professional disagreement and insubordination? I dwelled a bit on that yesterday. Insubordination is when you deliberately flout official instructions. Professional disagreement is allowed because we are all thinking people, we are all knowledge workers, and we are not all going to agree on the same thing at the same time. If I tell you that this flask is what color is this? Pink. Is this pink? Okay, I tell you it's pink. What color is it? Purple. So I will be wrong to want to impose on you that it is pink, because what you can see is what is purple. What color do you see? Purple. What color do you see for me? Purple. So if everybody on this table see purple and I am see pink, we have to agree and we have to sell this outside, and we have to tell them the color it is. Is it that we go democratic and say, okay, majority say it is what? Purple. So we all agree here that it is purple, and then we are pushing it out as purple. I will be very wrong after we have agreed that this is a purple flask to now go out and say, don't mind them. I already told them that it is pink. That would be insubordination. But if I insist and I said, well, this may look pink, but for the purpose of who we are selling to, he has actually asked for, this may look purple, but the customer asks for a pink flask, and this is the nearest we can get to pink. I think this is closer to pink than blue. Am I correct? Closer to pink than black. Am I correct? Closer to pink than red. So we have to present this to the client and let him know that he has to take this as pink. If you have agreed here, even when you know that this is purple, you do not go out and say, don't mind them. I told them they are now selling pink flask, purple flask as pink. That would be subordination. Now this, when you are giving an instruction, this is what you have to do. Yes, you can volunteer an opinion at that point when you are being given the instruction for management amongst your colleagues. But once we agree and we have a standard, if you flout that standard, that is no longer an opinion. That is insubordination, and that is outrightly disallowed. That is not welcomed at all. It is an aberration. We must make sure we do not engage in that. That's part of our internal behavior that we have to uphold. Then we talk about gossip. It's a PR threat. And gossip is normal. Anywhere you have 3 people, gossip will start. I don't know if 2 people can gossip. 2 people, can they gossip? Except I'll be gossiping about the other person, I'll be gossiping to myself about you. So that's just a thought. But once you have 3 people, gossip becomes natural. People want to speak about you behind you. Goodness and myself, you want to talk about Taiwo. When Taiwo is not there, Taiwo want to tell me, did you see that goodness? When goodness is not there, we should kill it. We should kill the urge for gossip because it is a PR threat. If you gossip in the office, the likelihood is that you will take that gossip outside the office. And that's not good for our image. We talk about dressing, we talk about posture, we talk about punctuality as PR tools. Punctuality, we all know what that means. Be at your duty post as at when you are required to be there, doing the right thing. It's not to be there doing the wrong thing or to be there doing nothing. That is not punctuality. Attend to your assignment. It's not about time. Attend to the assignment that is brought before you. That's also very important. We talk about posture. And that's very important. Posture. How do you stand? How do you sit? Your body movement, the body angles, when you interact with the public, people are watching all those things. And I give you an example. I gave an example yesterday how not to sit. Abi, show me one. How not to sit. Yes, this is not. You don't sit crouched like this. How not to look. Show me how not to. You were not here yesterday. You may not know. You were here. So show me how not to look when you are talking to somebody, a member of the public. How not to look. No. Don't tell me how to look. Look how not to look. If you don't know what is wrong, will you be able to do what is right? How not to look. This is a prospect you are addressing. How not to look. Not how to look now. How not to look. Don't talk. Demonstrate it. Exactly. You are talking to, and then you are looking down, or you are looking at your nails. Some people do that. Maybe because you are conscious of yourself, or you are shy, or you are talking and then you are fidgeting with your clothes. You are touching your face. Those postures are really wrong. Look straight, the eye region, eyeball to eyeball, and explain whatever you have to explain. Even when they are talking to you, look straight and talk. And how not to sit. Ladies, we have a lot training while growing up. They must have told us how to sit, how not to sit. But when it comes to work, there's even more that is required. How not to stand. Show us how not to stand. Stand and show us how not to stand. Yes. Because your specification requires that you stand at the product table. So show us how not to stand. Show us how to stand. How not to stand. How not to stand, I will have expected you don't lean on the wall. And the tendency, many people when they are standing, they quickly look for somewhere to lean their body. You are leaning on the table, you are leaning on the wall. Because your posture must communicate confidence. Your posture must communicate confidence, must communicate respect. Respect for the public, the person you are talking to. And confidence that you know what you are doing. Composure, that you are composed. And you must appear matured. That's very important. So let's quickly go and look at, For brand alignment, we mention online dynamics, order, clarity, global mindset, collaboration for BSB International, diplomacy, exposure. Yes, you can go here. Exposure. Then for stylings, precision, calmness, and ethical restraint. So let's look at Module 5 now. Digital presence and social media conduct. We have mentioned this under one of the trainings, that the way you relate on the social media is also very important. What you push out on the social media is very important. Do you know that your social media is primarily anchored on people who know you and people who like to know you, people who know you and people who are interested in knowing you. And one of the major things people look for the moment they get to know you or they're interested in know you is to know what you do. Am I correct? People like to know what you do. Apart from knowing your face, know your name. Before they even ask for where are you from, they want to know what do you do? That's how adults relate. Where do you work? What is the brand you represent? Okay, I'm a hair vendor. I'm an alagbo. I'm Sisi Alagbo. I'm an agbo vendor. I sell thrift. I am a banker. I'm a lawyer. Those things are very important. So they begin to match the content you push out, your conduct on social media. They begin to want to match it with the brand you represent. Even you are a brand. Do we understand that? You are a brand. Do you know if you use social media to sell and you begin to push and you begin to gain engagement, people can contact you and say, can you sell this thing for me? Do you know that? That's very, once they realize that you are getting to establish a platform, you make a post and not all these nude posts. You make a decent post about the product and then you have 1,000 likes in 1 hour, 2,000 likes in 1 hour, you will be shocked how people will begin to contact you and say, can you push this for me? So you are a brand yourself. Your social media is your brand. Do not miss that fact. Don't take it for granted. Employers check social media. Embassies check social media. Government is also monitoring your social media. Government, police, they are monitoring social media. DSS, if you want to know, you go and abuse Tinubu, say something meaningful in and derogatory against Tinubu, continue to say it for a month. You will see that they will invite you. You will be shocked. So, who am I? Do they know I'm here? Yes, people are monitoring. Do not think people are not monitoring. And one other thing is that the internet does not forget. You may make a post before you think, I don't like this post. Let me go and bring it down. Somebody else had already saved it. Somebody else had already checked. They have snapped it. It is in their record already. You now begin to battle and say, it's not me, it's AI, I don't know. So let's be conscious how we handle social media. So module 5 is to regulate how we represent the brand online and offline. So we'll be looking at personal and corporate social media boundaries. Personal and corporate social media boundaries. And I will take that chance to ask, why is it difficult for us to engage our posts on social media? We make posts on Facebook, we make posts on Instagram, we make posts on TikTok. Why is it difficult for members of staff to engage on the social media? And I want your sincere opinion. When we make a post and we see only one like, I'll be the second like. Sometimes I'm the only one like on the post I see. Those are the ones I see. What about the ones I don't see? Even the person who has posted it has forgotten to like his own post. So please, can I understand why that's a problem? So who wants to volunteer an opinion? Why? Or I want to ask specifically from everybody, what is your reason for not engaging on our social media? Let me start from my right. Not engaging on our social media. I want to hear you. You have no reason? So why don't you engage? Why don't you engage on the company post on social media? If there is no reason, why don't you? Talk now. You are sorry is the okay. That means you are going to do it henceforth. You have no reason, or you are not even aware you are supposed to engage. Are you aware? You are aware, and so why didn't you do it? Goodness, why don't you engage on the company's social media? But even on TikTok, should we open it? And I will show you. And I will show you, if I open TikTok now, by the time you check the last 10 posts, you probably see 2 engagements, and I am one of such. And if you click, you will see those who have engaged. So have you been engaging regularly? If it's only TikTok, it's only TikTok account you have. And so why are you not engaging on Instagram? If you engage on Instagram, it's also the post we have on Facebook that is on Instagram. So do you engage on Instagram? Why is it not? You are not even going to use your data. I mean, this thing is not difficult. You are not even going to use your data for this. Even if it's only Monday to Saturday that we are at work, that we all engage on our post and we share. It's not just like, share, comment. I think that's the meaning of engagement. Am I correct? Like, share, and comment. We want you to do that. Should we beg you to do that? We are begging you to do that. It's important. And this is the point. It gives out the wrong impression when people come to the organization, they see 2, 3, 4, 5 of us, and then they go on our social media, they see our post, they see one like. Even if nobody likes you, why can't you like yourself? And they see no share. They see no engagement. Why can't you engage? Comment on it. You know, say something good about the post. No, that's the next person. I still want to hear from everybody. Why don't you engage? On which platform? TikTok. Not regularly, so maybe you say occasionally. Maybe when you are happy. And then why? Why is it not all the time? And I think we make posts every day. Why is it not all the time? Please, let us do that. We lose nothing. We lose nothing doing that. Okay, why don't you engage on our post? To engage means to like, comment, and share. So don't just like, share, comment.
I usually share.
Which platform?
Instagram.
When last did you do that?
For the last, recently, last time we have not posted on Instagram.
Why? That is not good also. Even for you, it's not good. Do you understand? For you, it's not good. You once you are on social media, you are not Dangote. Dangote can tell you, I don't even have a social media handle. He has said it before. Adeleke even said it last week when he was talking about the video. He said, I'm not on social media. But are you Adeleke? Adeleke is not on social media for obvious reasons. One, it is not his generation thing. He will still be grouping with it. People will be doing it on his behalf. If you check, you probably find a page in his name, but he doesn't know anything about it. Two, he doesn't need it again. He's established. He's a billionaire for crying out loud. Three, he's old. He's old. He's probably just taking care of his grandchildren. He doesn't work again. He doesn't go out. I mean, he's not looking for any points to prove. Me, I still have a lot of points to prove. I'm sure you also have points to prove. Am I correct? Because if the Bible is what we go by, or the Quran, we are created to occupy the earth. We are created to continue what God stopped after the 6th day. How will you do that if you are not active? Is it only in your room? Is it only in your head? You have to reach out. You have to be able to. You must have impact. You must have impact in life. And social media, you cannot overlook it. It has come to stay. We have to embrace it. Then we have to use it well. Madam Fumi, why don't you engage yes, like, comment, and share. You don't share. You don't share. You don't share. Yeah, which platform? You post. Posting is your official duty, Abi.
Not, I post on my profile. Not.
Okay, you But why post on your profile? Why not share on your profile?
I do share also.
Ah,
Yes.
when last? Facebook? Should we check? You know these things are
You
verifiable.
should check.
Okay, I don't want us to. Oh yeah, madam.
Reason is I don't use.
But your face is shining. Shey you know that. Yes.
I don't use Facebook. I don't
So
use-
what?
I
Which
don't-
social media do you use?
I use WhatsApp and Snapchat and TikTok. I've deleted it since.
Why did you delete it?
Do
Do you know most of these social media platforms, they have different uses? We don't even post on LinkedIn, and I don't know why. And that's a professional platform. We should be on LinkedIn actively. We have a LinkedIn account. Why don't we post on it? Who is meant to post on LinkedIn? I think we have a plan for all those things. Who is to handle which? Is this man? Okay, let's ask him first. Why don't you engage our poll?
I don't know anytime you come on my FYP. It's not like
No, come on FYP, you look for it. You make it safe. You have to be conscious about it. Please. I want us to be serious about it. I want us to take it very serious and rate it as a core assignment. Make sure every day you like all the posts that come from the company. You need to open social media. You cannot be off social media. Which one? Snapchat is not a serious social media. Snapchat is for flirting. Abi? It's for young girls and young boys. Okay, what is it for? Is it for business?
Yes, sir.
Snapchat?
Yes.
Facebook, I know. You can use Facebook for
Snapchat
business.
is very good.
Snapchat?
Yes, sir. Almost all social media now. that
Hold
is
on, hold
Snapchat is
on.
for business, sir.
Snapchat, is
Yes,
it
more
not
than Facebook.
that you take picture?
No,
Snapchat?
you don't
Snapchat.
pictures.
You can add.
That swipe up.
Snapchat
That
for
scroll
ads.
up on TikTok.
Post on
Snapchat has
Snapchat.
Which scroll up?
that scroll up you normally do on TikTok to watch.
Open Snapchat for us
Snapchat
now.
has-
If it's good for business, because me I used to think it's for flirting. I just see that's all these dating sites where people look at your picture. You okay? So then why are you not on Facebook? Please do. It's important. Please do. And LinkedIn, please, all of you should go and open LinkedIn account and create professional. And so if you do, why are you not using it? Why are you not posting for our on our LinkedIn and like it, engage, comment on it? You understand? Please do that. It's also your own little contribution towards developing our brand on the social media, and it will not go unappreciated. All right, so we must know how to use personal and corporate social media handles and how to create boundaries. What can go on your personal social media but cannot go on the corporate social media. If you want to abuse somebody, you are free, but don't do it on our corporate handle. Even when you are abusing somebody on your own personal handle, except you are a blog, if it's not going to fetch you money, why do you want to engage in that? If you are not Esabod and you are not Egungun, you have to be careful what you do on your social media. What you may not post: one, client information. Those are boundaries. Do not ever post client information, except of course with their permission. For instance, somebody got a visa and then we say, can we post? Fine. Somebody came to the office for inquiries. There is a video we normally use. One of my friends, Barrister Komolafe, that came to the office to fill a form, and then we use it for engagement. Yes, but it is with his permission. So, but that is not even his information. It's only the fact that he was here. You are not using information. You are not putting out his passport, putting out his age, his biodata, marital status. You are not putting out application form. You are not even displaying his visa. That's very important. Case details, you shouldn't disclose that. Internal disputes. Somebody offend you in the office and then you just go on social media and say, that our accountant self, she's something. That's our CEO self. I don't even understand. No. Internal conflicts, don't go on social media. Misleading success claim. You know, we are even very reluctant to share testimony advert. But people kept asking us to, everybody, láti ṣe nǹkan táwọn èèyàn ń ṣe nìyẹn. It's not really our thing. because it is not professional. I maintain it is not professional to show who has gotten visa. This visa is ready. You are misleading people. The fact that 10 people got visa today does not mean the 11th person will get his own. It doesn't matter. Every case will be assessed on his own merit. I think we should even stop it. It's unprofessional. You know, just to show that anybody can be influenced. You can know what is right, but you can be influenced to do what is not right when the pressure is much. It's our environment. People are just terrible. They keep asking for. You know, your holiness is tied to your environment. Whether you make heaven or not, it's also tied to your environment. Do you know that? Do you know that? If you live in a very corrupt environment, there is no way your uprightness will be affected. So you have to be careful who you associate with. You have to be careful. You know, you can recreate your environment. Yes, so you can live in Nigeria and recreate your own Nigeria. You can define your own Nigeria. I think we have to do more in that line. Responding to online inquiries professionally, that's very important. And forwarding leads without freelancing, that's also very important. Don't freelance. You understand? Don't. You know, we have seen a lot. We have had staff that will be freelancing for other companies while working with us. Yes, she's working with us. Meanwhile, she's freelancing for other companies because we used to be very heavy on adverts, very, very heavy on adverts, very heavy. So we used to have a lot of traffic, a lot of people coming, and then you have this staff that will now say, it will lift people's number, lift their name, and charge them and say, oh, I know somebody who can help you. Say our office, they are charging you 100,000 naira. I have a friend who can do it for 50,000 naira. That is terrible. That is an act of sabotage, an act of irresponsibility. It is fraudulent. In fact, it is everything bad. More importantly, that is freelancing. You are not a freelancer. You are working with online dynamics. You are not working with just anybody that comes your way. You know who a freelance is? Somebody who doesn't have a brand, who is not attached to any particular brand. You understand? If you say I'm a freelance marketer for radio advert, that means you can collect adverts, give it to any radio station you like. But if you are a radio advert marketer for Fresh FM, that means any business you do must go to Fresh FM. So we are ambassadors of Online Dynamics Limited and not freelancers. Brand specific note, Online Dynamics, for the company, for the legal company, online statement may have legal consequences. People can take you up. People can take you up when you make some statement. Migration and travel, screenshot travel accuracy is non-negotiable. Any information you are putting out must be accurate. No speculation. If you are not sure, don't post. If you are not sure, don't post. No speculation. Consulting, thought leadership must be approved. There are a lot of write-ups you can do that will be ethical and will still promote our image. Let's bear that in mind. Module 6, client experience and relationship management. Don't forget, we are talking about corporate public relation. So here we are now looking at what is our client experience and how do we manage relationships. The objective here is to ensure that every client interaction reinforces confidence, respect, and trust. I just mentioned that your posture must show confidence. It must show respect. So your relationship with the client must enforce and reinforce confidence, respect, and trust. First contact protocol, and this is very important for all of us. Apart from the people who are at the front office, who represent us majorly as first contact officers, anytime you meet anybody for the first time in the office, you must salute, you must greet, and that is a prosperous day to you. It is important. And don't whisper it. We have told you how to greet people. Look them in the eye. If you are passing, stop, look at him, greet, and then move on. Don't just whisper it like, make sure that you create an impression. Don't forget, if you have not created an impression, you have created a wrong impression. So make sure you create an impression deliberately. So that first contact protocol is very important. You must greet. Even if the person has been in the office for the past 2 hours, but this is the first time you are seeing that person, you must greet. A prosperous afternoon, a prosperous morning to you. Welcome to Online Dynamics. You lose nothing. It is the standard of our practice. It is the minimum standard that we must be able to keep. We must manage expectations honestly. We must be honest. When clients are asking questions, I'll give you an example. There's an application presently that we are handling, and now there is the need for language test results. So we informed the client. It was after then, he now said that even the education he put on the CV, he doesn't have the certificate too. We never knew that, because we said if you cannot get the language test result, you can meet your school to give us a letter, medium of instruction letter, MOI, to show that you've been trained, you have gotten your education in English language, blah blah blah. He said he cannot go to the school because he didn't finish from the school. Now, what are the expectations? Can he continue with that program? No. That is the honest thing. Will he be happy to hear that? No. He won't be happy to hear it. Sad. He won't be happy to hear it. But that is the honest truth. We have to tell him. And then we now look at what are the available options. What else can he do? But it will be wrong for us to want to mislead him because we don't want him to feel hurt or feel bad or think we are bad people. We now begin to manage unrealistic expectations. No, you should not do that. We must follow up professionally. It is very important. When people register, don't forget, on the front desk protocol, it says after a prospect must have registered. What do? So when a prospect register, what is the follow-up protocol? Banker? Goodness. Yes. Within how many hours? Huh?
24.
Yes. We are all saying different things. Meanwhile, we should be saying the same thing. So I will give it to you as an assignment to check. Now, a prospect has registered. The waiting time that you tell the prospect is 2 weeks. He has registered. If a prospect is waiting for an information, yes, within 48 hours, you escalate and make sure you get back. And it is not operation that will get back. Don't make that mistake. It is you that must get back. And meaning that you must get information from operations and make sure the information gets to the client. But if he has registered, he has submitted a form, 2 weeks maximum, that's what you give to the client. Okay, you will hear from us in 2 weeks, but make sure we are able to perform under 2 weeks. In marketing, what do we call it? The marketer is not here. What do we call it in marketing? You under promise while you over deliver. You under promise. When you tell him, okay, we get back to you in 2 weeks, then you deliver it in 1 week, he will be happy. But if you tell him that we'll get back to you in 2 days, and you don't get back to him in those 2 days, it now take you 4 days to get back to him. How will he feel? You have already breached a promise. So it is important that we follow up professionally, and we follow up only through professional official channels. Not under any condition will you share your contact with a prospect or a client. And you must watch each other. Be your brother's watcher. Be a whistle blower. You see somebody sharing number with a prospect, personal number, blow whistle. Let us know. Not under any condition. Somebody will say, what if I see somebody I want to marry? Somebody is looking at me that way now. Me that I'm looking for a husband, or similarly is looking for a wife. It has happened before severally, and people come in, and then even my younger brother that died in the US met his wife in my office. The wife was a client. In fact, the day she came, she registered and everything for computer training, and thereafter she will come for training. I don't know how the stupid boy. The rest is history now. They had wonderful kids together. Unfortunately, it's late now. They went to America together, also from the office. It's allowed, but make sure that you are professional. Don't share your contacts. Okay? How do we handle delays and bad news? Bad news are inevitable. What did I say?
Bad news are inevitable.
It's not everybody that applies for visa that, in fact, more people will be denied than those that will get visa. That is the standard all over the world. If you know how many people apply for Nigeria visa and are refused, you will be shocked. You even ask them, what are they coming to do? Yes, that's the way it is. And it is for border control. And countries have their standard, they have their reasons why. So how do we handle bad news? It's very important because it goes to the core of customer satisfaction, client management. And I've told you severally, when somebody has a complaint from the front desk, where do you bring that person caucus room? You can see this somebody who is obviously agitated. A client, for whatever reason, is not happy, is angry, is anything. This is where you direct him. Let him wait. You know how to handle the matter. Once he's here, get the file. You look at the file, then you know what to do. Because bad news is inevitable. It's like going to the hospital and say people will not die. Why? Are you getting my point? Yes. It's part of the business of the hospital to cater for dead people, and that's why standard hospital must have a mortuary. How many of you have seen the video of one governor that is flying around now? I was talking to one contractor. I said, I told you to build an hospital, you started with mortuary. But that is the professional thing to do. It's the way to start. If you are building an hospital, start with a mortuary. It is good business-wise. It is good. People will die. People die every day, either you like it or not. You may not be happy about it, but it is inevitable. And it is the business of the hospital to cater for freshly dead people. Just as the same way they cater for newborn people, they cater for new dead people too. So start with the mortuary. Why is this standard? Because you can begin to make money immediately, even before you finish the whole hospital complex. Yes, now. Yes. What you need to run a mortuary is far lower. The manpower, human resource, and every other thing that you need to run a mortuary is far reduced, is far lower than what you need to operate the hospital ward, the theatre, the offices. Before you can bring in a doctor, there must be an office, abi? There must be ward for patients, abi? There must be theatre where the doctor will work. Those are not cheap. Are you going to just build one office for one doctor when you are building an hospital? No. You want to build a complex. Doctor's office here, theatre here, ward here. But the mortuary is just one hall. It can even be one room. Yes, now you can. In fact, this will not be a mortuary in Jesus' name. but it may not even be bigger than this place. And you have started making money already. You are already having clients. So it's a good thing for the contractor was professional. The governor was emotional. He was emotional. You know, he's even a pastor. So you know all those kind of not my portion kind of thing. No, it is inevitable. So bad news also is inevitable. Visa refusals is inevitable. What we must not suffer is visa ban. As professionals, we must not do a job that our clients will not be banned. If that should happen, there must be a very serious reason that is beyond our control and even outside the scope of our knowledge. Otherwise, we would. But visa refusal, no, it's okay. It's the embassy that determines what they want. We give them what they want, they say it's not enough. Yes, we look at what else can we do. The important thing is that you must always treat bad news professionally and you must give advice to the client on what other steps can be taken. That's all. And that we always do anyway. Then we must close interactions with dignity. Whatever be the situation, the client must feel good. Even if he's not excited, he must not be sore when leaving our office. He may not be excited. He may not like what we have told him, but he must not really feel offended. He must not feel insulted. I hope we all understand what that means. Thank you. So practical standard. Client may forget your price, but he will never forget how you make him feel. He may forget every other thing. People don't forget their feelings, and people are truer to their feelings than they are truer to the facts and truth. People don't give a damn about what is fact or what is true. They are only about their feeling. Everybody, most people averagely, they think only about their own feelings. How does this make me feel? And they react according to that feeling. Whether the decision is bad or good, if it makes them feel good, they will go for it. So we must make sure we create an experience, a pleasant experience with the client at every interaction. Module 7. Crisis communication and incident response. Crisis communication and incident response. Crises are also inevitable. Once in a while, there will be crisis. It could be earth-based, it could be finance-based, it could be infrastructure. All right, so the objective there is to prepare staff for unexpected issues. Don't panic when crises occur. And don't expose the company unnecessarily when crises occur. Somebody just walked into the office and he said, I must see the MD now. I must see your CEO now. And he comes to my office and he just dashed me 2 wonderful slaps. Whoa! And I have to land in the hospital because they have to treat my eye and my ears. Everywhere is blocked. Isn't that a crisis? It's a crisis. Do you have to escalate that around? No. Are you expecting it? No. So how do we handle that? So when they come and say, where's your CEO? Oh boy, what this Sunday day? I don't know if he will survive. How do you tell a client, we have just paid 3 million naira for visa process, that you don't know if your CEO will survive? What are you creating? Panic. Or police just come and bundle me away. I'm just giving you instances. And these are things that can happen. If I write petition against people, why do I think they cannot write petition against me? Are you getting my point? And if a madman writes a petition, police must act on it. A madman, raving madman on the street, and they know this is a madman, but he has come with a petition. Police must act on it. So police just come now with truckload of mopo, and they bundle me and they take me away. It's a crisis, is it not? Because that's not what we are expecting. How do we handle such? You understand? How do we respond to that? 1, no panic. Whatever happens, do not panic. Imagine that rapture occurs today now. Imagine that Jesus just decides to come today. And me, I go. I don't know. Maybe Timmy also, you go. And Balkis also go. The remaining of you, what will you do? Will you run away? Will you run away? You must stay in the office and work. So what will you do? Oh, so if rapture will happen now, you will abandon work. If you are fortunate not to, sorry, is it?
I will be fortunate. Don't worry.
Okay, let's Shebi I just assume me for any reason the rapture has taken place and I'm still here. Do you think I will work? I will work. A client who also missed the rapture, you keep pushing. Do not panic. Okay, so let's look at what constitutes risk. We have just given us some possible examples and some quite almost impossible examples. But anything can constitute a crisis. That's the point we are trying to make. Anything. It could be health. Okay, Ayo is not at work today. That's a crisis for the front office manager because they need 4 of them to work effectively. Am I correct? How do we manage such? Don't panic. Don't say, now that somebody is not here, how do we now do this? Well, we cannot. No, you will work. You must work. And you must still work effectively. So the question begins, how do we handle this? Who speaks and who does not? When there are serious crises within the organization, it is not a matter for the front desk. It's a matter for management to address. If you have not been authorized to speak on a crisis, don't speak about it. Don't volunteer an opinion. Don't say this is what I saw. I was an eyewitness when rapture happened. I just saw CEO just enter the roof. Yeah. No. You are not allowed to say anything. Except you have been detailed to go and represent the company to make a statement on behalf of the company. God forbid a client walks in here and then he collapses and dies. God forbid. Isn't that a crisis? Is it a possibility? Yes. People can die anywhere at any time. You don't control life. Will you run away from the office because somebody come here and died? No. You don't run away. The first thing, what do we do? Inform the police, inform health officials. Let the state be aware. Immediately they move the cops outside. And then of course there will be, who will not panic? Who will like it? Nobody will like it now, Abi. So there will be emotions, but you have to be professional. So the family, how do we contact the family? Do we have any link? Okay, he's a client now, we must have a file, Abi. The phone number is his own phone number. The phone is with him. Can we open the phone? Police will help us. Are you sure he died naturally? Take him for postmortem. Don't ask any question. Just go and test. Whether we shot him or we hit him with anything, they are about to do all that. They can take anybody in for questioning. Who met him? Well, they now say it is Matthew. It is Matthew that attended to him. They, Matthew, what did you do with him? Because he was in the office when that happened. Said nothing. He just came in, he said, okay, you have to write the statement in our office. And Matthew begins to panic. Call his mother, call his father, call his girlfriend, call everybody. What's the Mumilo and the Colobus office? Wow, that is not professional. It's not professional. And that is what most of us will likely do when we are faced with crisis. We panic all the time. But it's still recording. Wait until it dies because you can't charge it. You charge it, the microphone will go. But let me try. And this is a very important thing anyway. So who speaks and who does not? Approve holding statements. That's important. Don't just talk carelessly. We have mentioned that before. Don't forget. You have not been given an official role to perform. Don't represent the company verbally. It is not allowed. Documentation discipline. Document everything. When you look at the register, you see the time this fellow come in. Abi? So he came in 10:01. He died 10:02. He has not even had time to engage us. But he came in 10:01. He died 1 o'clock. What does he do in your office till 1 o'clock? You have to explain. No? Don't you know? 3 hours? That's a lot of time. Anything can happen in 3 hours. So you have to begin to explain. Those are issues. Why documentation is what? Very, very important. Post-incident reputation recovery. There are incidences that will, these are, crises will mostly affect your reputation. Imagine somebody enters our toilet now and he comes in there, he wants to flush. Or the place is even smelly. It should be smelly by now. It affects our reputation. Does it not? How do we handle that? I mean, how do we handle such crisis? How do we, we have to be proactive, you know. Not that when something happens, that's when we begin to think of what to do. No, we have to be prepared for any eventuality. Simulation, we are going to do this drama, but it won't be now. We are going to do a drama on visa refusal backlash. We are going to do a drama on legal client dispute. When you see, how many of you are, okay, you are not lawyers, so don't let me say that. When the lawyer is there, I will share that with him. International partner misunderstanding. You know that we have a lot of international partners, and we have MOU with them, we have agreement with them. There is one I'm addressing now. In our MOU, we say if there is dispute, he wants us to come and resolve in Romania. He is in Romania, and I said no. Why can't we resolve in South Africa or Netherlands? I'm waiting for his response. Those are issues you proactively look into them. Because okay, if there is a problem and I have to come to your own country, your country may refuse me visa now because I have to quote you. I will state purpose why I'm coming to your country, and I have to submit that MOU to state that okay, I have a business dealing, this is my partner, so we are coming to resolve a matter. I don't know what influence you have. They may contact you, and if they contact you and you say no, I am a risk to your life, do you think they will allow me to come to your country? Your country must protect you first. So fight is not a crime, it's a business transaction. But let's meet in South Africa. You two come to South Africa. Me too, I will meet you there. That's a neutral ground. Anyway, so that's just to understand, because when you have any two people can fight. Anywhere you have a relationship, there can be misunderstanding. That's what I mean by fight. So don't think it is a bad thing when people have misunderstanding. Husband and wife. In fact, that one is even normal, Abby. Boyfriend, girlfriend. You always have misunderstanding. To the extent that people will marry, they will have issues, they will go separate ways. Our forefathers are even very funny. The woman will go somewhere else, so go and marry another man. She will even give birth to the other man, maybe 1 or 2 children. After 10 years, she will not come back. She will not come back, and the man will now take. God have mercy. So there can be misunderstanding anytime. How we manage it is very important. And misunderstanding are also crises, that we need to be able to manage. So our assessment structure, the introduction module is mandatory, and we'll be having this maybe twice a year within the organization. That's the essence of the recording, so that we don't have to have it physically like this all the time. Other people who come thereafter can just watch it, and you too should watch. Those who are not here, we don't have to repeat this. And if you check your assessment, this is a certification course. Apart from the front desk officers who will have certification after successful completion, this PR program also will be certificated. Those who pass it will have the certificate. You can never tell where that certificate will speak for you. The certificate is not enough. It is hardly, even those who will not pass, if you gain 1 or 2 things from this and it becomes part of you, the training will speak for you, even where you don't have the certificate. So those who will have the training and also the certificate, you wouldn't know where you go for interview and you tender. Everybody will have a degree, but some little training certificates can also create.
You have now completed this training series from Online Dynamics Limited. We encourage you to continue your learning journey by exploring our other training frameworks and educational programs.